Some medicine, my lord?
又係你小妹妹。
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
可憐的小妹妹，從阿拉伯賣東西賣到來這裡。
Consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmecs at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmecs suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
啊，基佬！为什么突然间基佬啊？哎呀，辣眼睛啊！我要看的是女生啊，不是男生啊。
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Titan is dead.
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Hey, oh, 弟弟。
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance Ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
就藏身处原址。哦，铁锤。
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it.
我已经打敗了酷哥了，那個搶走你條女嘅契弟。
But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
老婆仔，哎呦，係啦，得就鬧，哎呀，得就鬧，哎呦，阿婆，狗狗啊，你有東西吃了啦，阿婆來了。
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
"女生和男生果然不同啊！哎呀，吹走了那个花。
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
哎，这是最后一个而
Our
已啊！
next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
姜还是老的辣。
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
笑死了，阿婆。
You break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklab markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
那个阿婆好可憐，阿婆。
Fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
老婆仔終於跟住我啦。
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
最后一个母水晶啊，难道我要玩完了吗？这游戏？可是这游戏好难升等哦，我才30多等，都升不到50多了。
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Wow, 瀑布！好有型啊！炸煤骑士大瀑布啊！
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power.
哦，挑战神
The
奥
final
体玛。
battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance
啊，
by
输啊！
visiting upon him two curses.
人类输了。
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse.
那些是被惩罚咩？
Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
我的黄色杂志里也看到
The
了。
old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Bucklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us.
肥仔，肥仔没有到啊！
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
同一时间，萨布拉克神童府。
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
哈？那小屁孩做皇
I
帝？
have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Of a god?
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
他已经不是皇帝，你还跪下来干嘛？那皇帝是你的弟弟吗？
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
这个时候应该要煽动弟弟，弟弟啊，我弄了一个新王寄给你啊，不要听爸爸的话啊。爸爸是在控制你啊。
I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another?
Oh?
Of Ultima, perhaps?
Ultima? 哦，弟弟跟他讲了。
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire.
可是他都不是皇帝了，听爸爸的话干嘛嘞？他都不是皇帝。
Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
哎呀，รถติดชาติไหนอะ
How much for a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
看来我们要等肥宅才可以进啊。
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you. We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere. All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hide us to protect you.
Mercenaries?
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Bell Tower 是个落姐吗？长长一只。
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
要自己当皇帝吗？
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gill.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel. And not with tar.
表到这样了
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash. Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
这游戏是不是越靓仔的人啊，就越好啊，兄弟？哦，反而是女生的越靓女就越绿茶婊啊，真的是。
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
Yes, my mother. 我忘记我那个绿茶婊妈妈。
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
弟弟
What is it, boy?
他发现到弟弟。该不会是那个靓仔自己去打母水晶啊？卖药小女孩很重要吗？一直拍她的。
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal.
哇，这么高都跳得上来啊！哎呦，狗狗厉害啊，可以带你去参加奥林匹克啊。
This way. What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right.
Let's go and see. 可是那怀疑这是写去找肥宅啊。肥宅？我们是来找肥宅嘛？哎，瞄到我！哎，我们来找肥宅呀！
Can you see him anywhere?
怎么来了？山羊！为什么突然间打龙的？
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
Whoa! 哎呀，我飞去哪里啊？大招线，大招线，大招线！ 哇，死吧！ 咩，会飞的羊咩咩。
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goats, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
Me neither.
All right, let's get out of here.
哇，绳索要有光。
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
巴哈姆，破坏它 ！Yes。
Bahamut.
现在所有普通人都可以听命于我们了，他们没有力量了，没有水晶可以用魔法了，哈哈哈哈哈！哎，为什么打地上了？哎，为什么不是破坏木水晶了？哇，普通人知道完了，普通人，他被控制了。
Your Highness, don't do this.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yoda, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!是他射的还是没戏哦？我以为反弹打他呢，木水晶又爆了，木水晶进化，哈哈哈哈。